output as well. You multiply the number of inputs multiplied by the per unit cost. So it is like that. Now, another classification of cost based on behavior. How costs behave? There are two categories: fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost, which do not vary with the level of output. Whether we produce 1 unit of quantity, whether a million, whether 200 million products, this cost remain the same. For example, cost of plant, rent of the factory. Either I do not make any product, I still have to pay the factory rent. Either make 10 units or I make 1,000 units, I still need to purchase the plant. Plant cost is fixed. Variable cost, the costs that do vary with the level of output. If you produce more, you have to pay more wages because wages are based on number of units produced. If you produce more, you need to buy more raw material. If you produce less, you need to buy less raw material. So that cost will vary with the level of output. We call this variable cost. And what is the total cost? Fixed plus variable cost. All right? Total fixed cost plus total variable cost. So, if you are given this chart in which you have a number of workers, you have the output, you have the marginal product of labor, this much we have done it, right, from our previous drafts, and now cost of the factory and cost of the worker. So which one is fixed and which one is variable from here? Cost of the factory, you see, if you produce 50, 90, 120, 140, 150, 155, the cost of the factory is still 30. So it means this is fixed cost. Or the second way to find out whether the cost of the factory is fixed or not, you see, on zero output, you still are paying factory cost. So that cost we do not changes or we do not vary with the level of output. We call this fixed cost. So this is fixed cost. And total cost is equal to variable cost plus fixed cost. So that's why total cost is 30 here. And that cost which do vary with the level of output. Output increases, this cost also increases. We call this variable cost. And total cost is addition of 6 plus variable. So this 90 is coming from 30 fixed, 60 variable. All right? Understand? So I'm not going to be asking you to draw here. Just draw the total cost and the output here. It will be like this. It means when you increase the cost, production rises, and up to a certain point, when you want to produce more, cost rises sharply. This tells you where you need to stop your production. Because by producing more, your cost is going to be higher than the production cost. It produces you more cost than the selling cost. Right? So that then is going to be basically telling you that you need to stop here. Isn't to compare this total cost with the production function? It is the opposite sign, opposite sides of the same coin. How? Let's see that. So this is total cost, and this is production function. So same two sides of the same coin. Again, total cost going up with the level of increase in output. Production function is bending down with increase in output. It becomes flatter here, and the total cost becomes vertical from here. In both cases, at this level of of the total cost, or at this level of the production function, we stop producing more. So this tells us the same decision. Okay, guys? You understand? So if you understand that, let me repeat that. Total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost. So can we do the average cost? Average cost is divided by quantity, divided by quantity, divided by quantity. Since we want to talk about that, or we want to find out that how many units I need to produce. And what is the goal? The goal is minimize the total cost. We need to produce where our total cost is minimum, so that our profit is maximum. Why? Because we cannot control the total revenue. Total revenue depends on demand. Right, guys? And now we want to find out on per output. If we increase production of one more unit, will this give us more profit or not? If we produce one more, will this give us more profit or not? So that's why we are going towards average. All right? We are not seeing in totality. So total fixed cost, total variable cost, we know the definition, but now the average cost. So average cost is determined by dividing the quantity of output it produces. The average cost is the cost each typical unit of the product. So average fixed cost is equal to fixed cost, total fixed cost divided by quantity. Average variable cost is equal to variable cost divided by quantity. So it's total variable cost, total fixed cost divided by quantity. All right. If we see here, and the total cost is equal to total cost divided by quantity. So second way to find out average total cost is just the addition of average fixed cost plus average variable cost. You can find out the average total cost with two formulas: total cost divided by quantity, or we are adding average fixed cost plus average variable cost. All right. And what is marginal cost? So likewise, we just discussed the marginal product. What is the addition in total output if we increase one labor, one input? And here, what is extra cost if we produce one more unit? All right. Marginal cost measures the increase in total cost that arises from one extra unit of production. Marginal means additional or incremental. If you're still confused, just remember that. How much does it cost to produce an additional unit of output? Or how much addition in the total cost going to be by producing one more unit? Guys, you understand?
Yes.
Venetia, Om, Havarun, Priscillo, Lancelot, Nicholas, Jan.
Yes. Yes.
Good, good, good. So what is the formula for marginal cost? Marginal cost formula is change in total cost divided by change in quantity. Change in total cost divided by change in quantity. All right. So I'm just excluding all the other things. Sorry, this is a new example here, which is Thirsty Thelma's lemonade stand. So he is producing per hour 0 glass, 1 glass, 2 glass, 3 glass, 4 glass of lemonade. Our total cost is 3, 3.3, 3.8, 4.5. So if I ask what is the fixed cost here, can you calculate? And what is the variable cost here? Can you calculate? Recall our discussion. Fixed cost is that cost which do not vary with the level of output. If you are producing zero, you still have to pay. And total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. When production is zero, variable cost gonna be zero, and fixed cost remain the same. So here 3 is the total cost, 3 is the fixed cost. So 3 is the fixed cost, and if you want to find out variable cost, just minus 3 here will tell you the variable cost. All right. So that is just the explanation of finding out the variable cost and fixed cost. But our goal here is to find out the marginal cost. So did you notice something? Marginal cost is written in the middle, not here, right? Because marginal means it is the cost of producing one extra unit. It is in the middle. So don't just get confused. So where this 0.3 and 0.5 is coming from? So if you produce one more unit from 0 to 1, what is the change in total cost? Change in total cost going to be from 3.3 to 3 divided by 1 minus 0. Answer going to be 0.3. How this 0.5 is coming from? Marginal cost, change in total cost. (3.80) minus 3.3 divided by 2 minus 1. Answer going to be 0.5. All right. So the formula is change in total cost divided by change in quantity. All right. If I ask 2.0 is coming from change in total cost, new value is 15, old value is 12.9 divided by new value of quantity of output 10, old value was 9. Answer going to be 2.10. All right. Okay. So if you understand the marginal cost, so we just done here. If you have any question regarding marginal cost, marginal product, please do ask right now. If you want me to repeat one more time, I can repeat.
All clear, sir.
All clear? Good. Remember, tomorrow is the last day for assignment 2. Tomorrow, assignment 2 date. Okay? So I extended one more day because I uploaded the link quite late for those who are self-studying. So Mike, I will try hard to upload all these links on YouTube as soon as possible. And last week I couldn't upload due to very slow speed and all those stuff. So I apologize for that. So I extended as a compensation one more day for your assignment 2. Okay? So see you next week. And remember, we will be having our midterm on 1st of November. So do mark this as a reminder. Okay. See you next week. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.
See you. Thank you. See you, sir. Bye-bye.
Please, sir.
Bye-bye.